What's up, guys? It's Geo, and welcome back to episode number 2 of our push to rank 500 in the NU tier. In the last episode, we got our rank. I said rank. We got our rank up to 1,114, meaning that we are 24 points away. You guys can't see it at the bottom of the screen because I'm bad at editing, but number 500 is Soul Print, 1,138, so we're going to try to hit that rank today. We need to win like 1 or 2 more battles. We're using the same hyper offense spam team, and we got a battle really quick, so cool. Looking at this guy's team, he has Wall Breaking, Behem, Dragon Tail, Gouge, which is annoying. He is probably his defensive core of Garboder and this thing, and then he also has Camerupt. So I'm gonna lead Yuxi and probably get my rocks up, because I'm happy to trade rocks with him if he wants to do that, because I just want to weaken his Swellow as much as possible, because Pyroar isn't as important in this match as stuff like Hariyama and Almastar. But anyway, I'm going to get up a Reflect here because I'm not really sure what this thing wants to do. It can go mixed, but he ends up going out in a Garboder, which is fine by me. I'm going to Light Screen here because screens are the name of the game for this team. And we're going to see what he goes for. He probably has like Knockoff or Gunk Shot or something, or he's going to stack Toxic Spikes. That is a possibility too, because he can run like Toxic Spikes phasing with Gouge, which I could see. Oh, Spikes. Okay, so he's Hazards. The premise of his team is Hazards, which is fine. I'm just going to U-turn out as he goes into Behem. Was the U-turn not obvious? I'm going to go into Archeops, I think, and spam Acrobatics, because he doesn't really have a thing that wants to come in versus... He doesn't really have a thing that wants to come in versus an Acrobatics from Archeops. So, alrighty, sweet. So he just forfeits straight up. So we're up to 1,131. So we're 7 points from... We are 7 points from winning the things. Anyway, looking at this guy's team, I need to get rocks up for Articuno and Drifblim. Drifblim is probably some variant of Baton Pass. He may lead with Gigalith, which has led to my only loss in this session. And then he has like Guts Facade on that thing. So I'm going to lead Yuxi and get rocks up. That is priority number 1, rocks. And then I think I will... So basically the first 3 turns for me are going to go like this. I'm going to get up my rocks. I'm going to get up my screens. That'll get me to turn 3. On turn 4 I'm going to U-turn. And I'm going to U-turn out into whatever best suits me taking on whatever he has on the field. That's the basic strategy of this. So he is Guts or Quick Feet. Either one of them is painful to me. I'm going to get up my Reflect as he ends up going for a Crunch. That does nothing. Eating it up, Yuxi. That's also because I'm behind a screen. But you know. So he gets the defense drop, but it doesn't matter because I'm just going to U-turn out. And, sorry, my phone went off. I'm busy being famous. No, just kidding. I'm going to go into Hariyama, who takes nothing from that, and is going to get the Toxic Orb here. And I get to go for the I get to go for Fake Out straight away. The burn damage is going to start racking up on him, and I get to knock him out with a Bullet Punch here, so that's really cool. And, so his best switch in here is probably Drifblim, who I think dies to Knockoff. He could always go back into Gigalith and take a Guts boosted close combat to the face. Wow, that was a great voice crack. If anybody at home wants to do a voice crack montage of me, you could probably pull one off. But anyway, he goes into Drifblim. I'm just going to knock off here because it's going to do a lot of damage to him, no matter which way you spin it. I don't think he has something to shut me down at this precise moment. He ends up going for Shadow Ball, which does a nice 16%, and Drifblim ends up going down. So he was a Resto Chesto and Burden Acrobatics Drifblim set, probably with like Stockpile. But anyway, he's going to go into Articuno. I'm just going to Bullet Punch here, because I'm not sure I can't live a Hurricane. I'm just going to Bullet Punch. That is a lot of damage, and it puts him in the range to where I can revenge him later with something like Electivire maybe, or Archeops. How fast is Archeops compared to Articuno? Articuno is like base 85? Yeah. Data Archeops Archeops has 110, so I'm just gonna go into Archeops. And now that I'm thinking about it, this team kind of functions like one of those teams where it's like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams, to where you don't go into anything but the Pokemon like labeled the next number. But except it requires a little bit more prediction. But anyways, I'm gonna Acrobatics here because it's gonna do a lot of damage to Golurk as he Dynamic Punches. Dynamic Punch, that's gonna give the bee to migraine. Okay, so I end up hurting myself in Confusion, which I guess is okay as he tries to Dynamic Punch again. But this is fine because I'm just gonna come in, get up a Reflect. I'm not going to die to Dynamic Punch, and I'm going to Light Screen, because Uxie is not getting confused. Not today. Let's go, Uxie. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Alright, no, I hurt myself in Confusion. That's great. Alright, we have one more shot at Light Screen before yes, Confusion ended. I get up the Light Screen. He's going to take me out with Dynamic Punch. This literally could not be going more perfect. I'm going to go into Omastar, and I'm a Shell Smash, because I have the Sash. Oh, no. Don't get confused, Omastar. I completely forgot about this. Look at me getting greedy again. Look at me losing. So I done goofed. I should have just surfed. But Omastar breaks through Confusion and hits him with that surf. And now he doesn't have any one thing that can avoid the Oko. He can still counter sweep me. His win condition is me getting me hurting myself in Confusion with Omastar. And him getting up a Shell Smash, and then him winning a Speed tie. So I'm going to Surf, because if I don't break through Confusion. That would have been great, though. He ends up going for Earthquake, so he has Earthquake, but we already knew that. I think Electivire is a good option here, but I'm just going to go into Pyroar, because I actually want to save Electivire. I want to keep that thing in the back, because I want to weaken Gigalith, and I flinch him with the Dark Pulse. That's actually kind of unfortunate. I'm recording this back to back, and I know I got flinched by Dark Pulse in the last episode, so stuff like that happens. But I'm gonna Dark Pulse here, and it'd be pretty rad if I pull off a second flinch and prevent this thing from Shell Smashing. Please, Hacks Gods. No, he ends up Shell Smashing. He's White Herb, so I could actually potentially lose this because I didn't keep enough priority around. I didn't intend on hurting myself in Confusion that many times, which is a bit unfortunate. But hey, I have my screen up, my single screen, for one more turn after this one, I think. So he's just going to take me out with the Scald. No, there went my screen. So I think I lose this match. Good game. Hack and dash. Yeah. Gosh dang it. I hate losing like that. Anyway, I go down to 1,103. So NU is actually proving to be a little bit more challenging than I originally intended it to be. But we got another battle. Looking at this guy's team, probably a Soul Vest, Hariyama. That Armaldo is here for spinning. That's here for Shell Smashing. This is like Spec's lead probably, so I'm just gonna lead Uxie. He leads Raichu. This is great. I want to get up rocks to break this thing sturdy, and also to do some solid damage to Dodrio and Camerupt on the Switch. Also does 25% to Armaldo. So yeah. We're gonna start the timer though. He ends up hitting me with a Volt Switch. That does like 32%. That did nothing. He might be E-Belt, but I'm gonna get up a Reflect here as he's probably just gonna Pursuit. I've seen Dodrio being used before in kind of like goofy, silly ways. I've seen like Banded Dodrio, which was actually pretty cool. It actually did some work. He ends up going for a knockoff though, getting rid of my Light Clay, meaning that my screens aren't gonna last as long as I had hoped they would. But now that I have my Reflect up, that's going to be great. Wait, is he Scarf knockoff, or is Dodrio just that fast? Dodrio's just that fast. Okay, so I get up my screen, and I'm going to U-turn here. But he ends up Drill Pecking to take me out, which is fine. Because this means I get to switch into Archeops here. And Archeops has the potential to just destroy this guy's team if I hit this Stone Edge. Please hit this Stone Edge. But even if I don't. Raichu. Okay. Wow, he sashed Dodrio. So he's gonna use Endeavor and take me out with the Quick Attack. So that's actually kind of annoying. That's more just annoying than actually like, oh man, I just lost. Because now my Archeops is on 1% health and my first screen is gone. But he ends up going out into Armaldo here. And as long as he doesn't set up an Armaldo sweep, I'm fine. I'm just gonna Roost, so if he sets up, he ends up spinning, getting rid of the rocks, but I'm just going to spam Roost until I'm back up to full health. I'm hoping he doesn't have Earthquake. He could very well be Assault Vest. No, he ends up getting up his own rocks, which is fine. I'm going to Earth Power. Yeah, I'm going to Earth Power. Because Earth Power hits... No, that did nothing. He is not Assault Vest, though. He S-tosses. But I'm going to spam Acrobatics now until he decides to go down. So I'll be able to 2-hit KO him with that. So, Acrobatics. Click it and win. No, just kidding. But I'm going to be able to do some good damage right here. Take out Armaldo damage, in fact. And this is probably... He's probably going to try to set up Caracosta now. But my main objective is... Oh god. I think I lose to Caracosta. I'm going to Earth Power, though, to break his... Oh, he's Weakness Policy. He's Weakness Policy Shell Smash. How overkill on a scale of 1 to overkill is that? Like, you're already getting your boosts, man. But he's probably just going to Aqua Jet to take me out. He could Shell Smash again if he's real. But he's just going to take me out with the Aqua Jet, which is fine. Because now I can come in with this thing. And I think I have enough bulk that I will be able to take one Aqua Jet. And hopefully after a Fake Out plus Bullet Punch, and the Bullet Punch will be Guts boosted, then I can take this thing out. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen. I'm going to go for Bullet Punch here. I'm going to really regret doing this if he goes for Aqua Jet. He ends up going for Earthquake and just straight up taking me out, though. I suppose, yeah, I got swept by Mr. Shell Smash over here. Hopefully he goes for Aqua Jet or something stupid, but no, that's going to be a good game. So, that was actually a pretty nasty defeat there. I'm just going to forfeit. There's not a whole lot of reason for me staying there. I don't want to get on recording. So, we're up to 1,000, down to 1,076. Hopefully we can improve that in these next couple of battles. But looking at this guy's team, he has Golem, which is probably here for rocks. Persian, which is like fake out shenanigans. But Electivire is cool. 10 out of 10 Electivire. And yeah, Garbodor is probably here for spikes. That's about it. That's about all I got to say for this guy's team. But he leads with Floatzel, probably to knock off, so I'm going to Reflect. He ends up Aqua Jetting. So, okay. He ends up going for Agility, though, so now it's a legitimate threat. I'm going to U-turn. So he's Agility, Bulk Up, Aqua Jet, and something else. I'm just going to go into Hariyama here, because Hariyama actually does have a pretty good matchup in this battle. Because it close combats Golem and does a lot of damage, then takes it out with Bullet Punch. Actually, I think I can just go for a close combat on this turn. He ends up baton passing this, and but whatever is about to come in is about to get nuked. I'm assuming it's going to be Electivire. He ends up going out into Garbodor. Garbodor will resist the hit, but I'm going to go for a knockoff here and do some pretty good damage, I think. Hopefully. I know he's at +1 defense, but he ends up going for Acid Spray, so he's just going to try to drop my special defense enough and then take me out from there. Going for Drain Punch. Okay, that is extremely counterproductive, dude. Gunk Shot. So I end up losing a lot of health on that turn. So I'm probably just going to Bullet Punch on the next turn. He ends up going into Floatzel. I'm not going to outspeed him anyway, so I'm just going to go for close combat, and he takes me out with Aqua Jet, which is fine. Because now I go into Omastar, and I think I win. I think I win with Omastar. So let the smashing of the shells begin. Because Leafeon, I think, dies to Ice Beam. Floatzel goes down to HP Grass, I think. He's just going to give me the free boost right there. So this thing can hold an HP Grass, and I don't think it's going to. You can switch if you want, but you're going to get demolished. Yeah, so Floatzel goes down, so his Baton Passer is gone. He doesn't have any priority left, except Persian. But I'm going to Ice Beam this Leafeon here. Leafeon may actually be able to take a hit, because this isn't Stab. No, just kidding. Leafeon gets absolutely demolished. But, I guess his way to stop this sweep is to essentially sack Golem here, because Golem should have Sturdy. It'll be able to Earthquake and take me out, but actually Electivire took that really well. Wow. Props to Electivire for really taking that. But he goes out into Persian now. I think I'm just going to set up my screens again. I don't see any reason why I shouldn't. He ends up faking out, which is fine. But he ends up paybacking. Okay, I think this thing gets knockoff. Just use knockoff. You get rid of my light clay. But this is the weirdest Persian set I've ever seen. I'm going to U-turn because this is going to be great for me. I think I'm going to go out and Archeops here and Acrobatics, because the plan here is to Acrobatics, I believe, Acrobatics until Golem comes in. He misses his Thunder, but why are you using Thunder? Acrobatics until Golem comes in. You can go out and Electivire, hold this Earth Power. He may be Scarfed Evire. No, he's not Scarfed Evire. But now basically I'm just going to Earth Power and then win with Electivire. So Earth Power, here we go. GG. He ends up Explosion. He goes for Explosion to end the match. That's pretty cool. I can respect that humor. We're up to 1,105. So we've been kind of teetering at about 1,100 for a big string of battles, actually. So we'll see if we can break through that this time. But looking at this guy's team, he has Xatu, Monferno, Arbok, Lapras, which is Assault Vest, Marowak, which is a threat, and Mismagius. So I'm going to lead Uxie. Uxie lead is obvious, but it's okay, because I'm just going to Reflect. He's more than likely going to knock off right here, but he could just be like Stealth Rock lead Marowak if Bone Club is banned. Yeah, he's Stealth Rock lead Marowak. I'm going to get up my screen, my second screen here, as he goes for Stone Edge. That doesn't do a whole lot, and I'm going to U-turn into... What am I going to U-turn into? That there, ladies and gentlemen, is the question. He ends up going out into Mismagius, which is fine. What is the base speed on this thing? Data Mismagius. And how fast is Pyroar? Pyroar is faster than that by 1 point, meaning I'm going to be able to come in and click Fire Blast and nuke something, because Specs Pyroar with Fire Blast does a lot of damage. Goes into Monferno, and I missed the Fire Blast, which is great. I'm just gonna... what am I gonna do? I'm gonna Fire Blast again, as he fakes out. That's annoying, more than anything. If he has Brick Break and breaks my screens, I'm actually gonna be mildly annoyed, but he ends up going for Close Combat, which is fine, because I believe I can just go into Archeops now, and go for Acrobatics. Something is not going to appreciate Acrobatics. His best switch here probably is his Lapras, so I'm actually going to switch this up and go for Stone Edge here. I understand I could miss, but okay, he ends up going on a Marowak, which is fine. I'm just going to Acrobatics, and crap. He ends up taking the hit, but I'm going to Roost up, because screen, oh man, my Reflect wore off, meaning that Double Edge is going to be doing a lot of damage. So it may just be in my best interest to take this Marowak out, but he ends up going for Stone Edge and doing a lot of damage. So I'm just going to take this Marowak out and sack my Archeops. I'm really not playing very well, if I think about it. I am not at all. But that's fine. Hopefully we'll recover. But, alright. He has Marowak out here chilling. Marowak is gone. That's fine. And so he goes into Monferno. He's just going to fake out, he Mach Punches to take me out, which is fine. And now I kind of got to decide what I'm going into. Alrighty, sorry, had to reply to something right there. Anyway, so I think I'm going to go into Hariyama here, because Hariyama can just knock off. I'm predicting him to go into one of his two ghost types. There's not a whole lot of reason for him to stay in right here. I suppose he could go into Arbok. He goes into Lapras, which is fine. Get rid of his Assault Vest, and now something is getting nuked by Close Combat. Wow, he has Psychic Lapras. Okay. Alright. Well, it's safe to say I wasn't expecting that. But, you know. We're gonna see what else he goes for here. He goes into Monferno, which is fine. I'm gonna knock off as he fakes out, and he's gonna be able to take me out with the poison damage, which is a bit unfortunate, but you know, it happens. I'm gonna go back into Uxie here and pretty much sack Uxie as I Reflect and then Light Screen. And my hope here is that I can set up a Shell Smash with Umstar and win. But there's a reflect. Here comes the light screen. Miss Maggie will outspeed me and will be able to dump some good damage on me, but he ends up willowing. Okay, so that forces my hand into Omastar because I can't afford to let Evire get burned. He ends up nasty plotting. Oh god. Am I gonna be able to take a hit? I don't think I will be able to, but I'm gonna Shell Smash because I don't think I'll like the. So here's basically what I'm trying to say. I lose nothing by Shell Smashing. He has T-Bolt. See, I lose nothing by Shell Smashing because I'm going to be able to take something out now, because I think this will be able to take Miss Magius out. If not, I'm going to be severely disappointed in Omastar. But yeah, that takes it out. This forces him into Monferno, which is actually good for me because I can then go into Evire with both of my screens and go for Wild Charge, and something is not going to appreciate this. I may just EQ. I may just see, here's what I'm thinking about. If I Wild Charge and he goes into Arbok, then this is not good. I could potentially lose if he goes, but if he goes into Arbok and I EQ, then things are great. But I'm just gonna EQ as he stays in with Monferno, which is fine by me. He can go. He has his choice of what he wants to go out into now. And ends up being Xatu. I'm just gonna Wild Charge. This is gonna do a lot of damage, and that takes out Xatu, which is great. And so he's gonna come in and intimidate me. So the game plan, I think, yeah. So he's not the Coil Shed Skin set, but I'm gonna go into Yuxi. He ends up switcherooing me and giving me Black Sludge, but I'm gonna Reflect here, because, you know, that's going to give me the best chance to win, and then I can come in an Earthquake and hopefully just take that thing out. It'll be great. It'll all be fine and dandy. He ends up coiling, which is bad. But thankfully the poison takes me out, and I should be able, fingers crossed, that I take him out with Earthquake here. And, yeah. Fingers crossed to take him out with Earthquake. I'm not able to take him out with Earthquake, and he is able to take me out with Earthquake, so that is going to be a good game. My rating drops down to 1,085, but we can probably get that back up in the next episode. But anyway, I gotta go. So, if you guys did enjoy this episode, please make sure to leave a like. It really does help show support for the stuff that I'm doing here on the channel. Additionally, make sure to answer today's comment question of the video in the comment section down below, which is, do you guys like Electivire or Magmortar more out of the two NU 4th Gen trade item evolution things? And with that, I urge you guys to subscribe if you guys are enjoying the constant content. And with that, I'll catch you on the flip-flop.